Hello, guys. Good evening. Very long, very long and very tiring, but oh well, I'm here. I'm here. How are you guys? I hope it's not too late for you. Oh, wow. You went to see them? Wow. I'm so happy for you, Vita. I'm sure it was amazing. I'm sure because I have seen a few clips on TikTok and I was feeling very envious. Like I wish I was there. Like everyone having fun. The guys looked amazing on stage. Great. And I know that the boys are in LA, and I was like, oh my God, I wish I could go see them. But oh well. Hola, Miss Lluvia. No, I don't pray. Oh my God. Oh, I'm sure, Vita. No, I don't pray, Marina, but I'm sure a lot of people do. Actually, I don't pray, but I consider saging and lighting some incense sticks as a part of, like opening a session. So you would call it that, to make it official. Um, Actually, today, it's nighttime here, and I was really craving to have a beer, but I was like, no, I'm not going to have a beer because I'm going to pull a few cards, and tarot and alcohol or any kind of substance is not good. It's not. I mean, maybe people, high spirit, maybe some tarot readers do it. I don't know, but I choose not to because I think that yeah, I wouldn't be myself, like because alcohol is very distracting. So I prefer, if I know that I'm going to read tarot, I don't drink. But maybe there are some tipsy tarot out there. Out there, I don't know. Maybe you can do it anyways, or actually like be more enlightened. I don't know how that's supposed to work, but maybe for some work. I haven't done that way. Yeah, I don't. I cut my hair, guys. My hair, I don't know, you cannot see it actually because I'm too far away, but I don't know. I don't know if you can see it, that I cutted my hair. I wanted to change. I was so done with the long hair, so I cut it. This is the length of my hair right now. And I'm super happy with it. It's so comfortable, so I'm happy. Actually, I wanted it shorter, but my hairdresser, she said that it would go with a lot of frizz. Yeah, it does. Yeah. I swear Kihyun Wei is eats CDs or something because his singing ability is out of this world. Yes, I totally agree. I actually was able to pay attention to it because of a lot of Monbebes that they were telling me about him and about Monsta X discography, and I'm amazed by his performance. Like the strength of his voice, it's, he's a great vocalist. Yes, he is. He's flawless. And it's so emotional. I love to hear him sing. Hola, Dulce. So what's going on in the K-pop world, guys? If you want to give me some kind of update before I pull some cards, or maybe you have an idea about what should I pull cards for. I've been so busy this week I completely forgot to post about Wono's comeback. Oh, yeah, I'm sure, Spirit. You'll be patient with yourself. Be understanding with yourself. Oh, great. Yes. Oh, that's cool. Does anyone have any news or any kind of link about the the movie? Was it Soul's Ghost? No, it wasn't called Soul's Ghost. Soul Ghost Story, the one that is starring the boys Haknyeon and Monsta X, Shonu, Alexa. Do you guys were able to find out something? Oh, well, I would watch it without subtitles because I want to watch it. Like I really like. I am. I'm so like waiting to find a good thriller or kind of suspense, or I don't want to say horror movie because I don't believe in, like, horror movies lately have been awful. So maybe some thriller, some kind of, I want to watch something of that sort. Oh yes, I heard about that. Yes, yes, Bita, I heard about Young Hoon Bin. Yeah, I mean those guys cannot catch a break. Like, come on. Like, you cannot even be sarcastic. Like, you have to watch your every word. Thank you, Spirit. Yes, please. Yes, I would watch it even if it's not with subtitles because like I just want to watch, like, to see how they did. I'm sure they did amazing, but I want to see like the whole plot. I watched a few scenes, and I know that it's about spoiler alert. I know that it's about escape room. Is it possible that they are in some kind of game or escape room? Ah, okay. Hello, Marie. Okay, guys, because I'm going to be brief today, because I'm really exhausted. So we are going to go straight to what do you want me to read about today. I'm going to pull two cards for each subject and interpret those. So if you have a subject or question, please be mindful. I do not do shipping readings, like, I do not address the scandals because, some people are sensitive, and then I don't want to hear about those people complaining. So, let's keep it, friendly. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. A reading on what? On K hip hop Giddy Boy? Hi, Joy Priestess. Wanna come back? You know enchantment? You want me to pull a card for Hive or Big Hit? Oh, Giddy Boy. Okay. I don't know. I mean, I think his name sounds familiar. I think I know who he is, but I haven't read for him, but I'm going to pull a card for him, yes. Does anyone know what sign he is, Giddy Boy? So I can focus a bit. Mari, do you want me to pull cards for Hype or Big Hit? Okay, Dulce. NCT Jamin. Okay. Thank you, Joy. Okay. Big Hit. Okay. Okay, Mari. Oh, Sung Kim. Wait. Kim Sung Q. Okay. Infinite. Wow. Wow, a lot of Earth. A lot of Earth. I wonder what triple tyrus is like. Yeah, Vita, me too. Oh my God, so unflexible, but very handsome, very handsome. You know that Taurus energy is all about beauty, Venusian, very stubborn. Yes, indeed, beautiful but stubborn. You must be with all the Taurus energy in you. Poor soul, exactly, Dulce. Poor soul. Me, I'm a double Capricorn, but I have other placements in my chart that make me a bit more flexible. But yes, I wouldn't want to have a Capricorn moon, and I have a Scorpio moon, so I'm not saying like mine is easier, but no, a Capricorn in my feelings, no, no, I'm already like being like labeled as cold and detached. and stuff. So, with my Scorpio moon, I can at least say, no, I look cold, but on the inside, I'm really passionate. I can defend myself with that. I have feelings. I have fire inside of me. Very hidden, but I have it. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. He listens to himself only, of course. Yeah. He probably puts like he sets the rules, he follows the rules himself. Yeah, Taurus, people always say that Cancer placements are very motherly, but actually, like Taurus placements are also, at least to me as a Capricorn, I have noticed I came across people with Taurus Sun or Taurus placements that they had been like very motherly to me, like somehow like inviting me to trust or to rely on them or to be affectionate with them, that they are not going to let me down or betray me or anything. So maybe it's because of that Venusian in them that they have this feminine energy and it can also be motherly, very warm. Yeah. I don't how good of a leader a triple Taurus would be when it comes down to listening to others' opinion. Yeah, highest be yes, but they can be a bit inflexible, but um, the good thing is that that they are the kind of people that can help you like be consistent. They are those kind of people that lead with example. So even though yes, they can have a bit of a stubbornness and oh yes, it's my way, I do the things my way, and stuff, there's also this sense of them, like you really observe what they had like gained, um, or what they had accomplished with being persistent. So somehow, even though yes, they are very stubborn and sometimes you want to kill them, there's a sense of very like loving, like oh, like you were right somehow, with when you insisted that we kept going with this, somehow you you made it happen, so I'm glad I followed your advice. Um, there's a lot of wisdom behind Taurus internal processes, because they are very slow. Everything with Taurus is slow. So if you are like me, that I'm a cardinal sign, or like an Aries, that we are always looking for the result right away. And Taurus comes to teach us that we also have to respect the process. That just because you don't see the result right now, it doesn't mean that it's not happening. So they teach you patience. And sometimes they can make you feel very impatient because you want to shake them and be like, no, it's not that way. We are not going to get anywhere. And they are like, wait and see. And you are like, no. And they are like, wait and see. It's annoying, yeah, but they do have their talents as well. There's a lot of wisdom behind what they do. They do not desperate themselves for results or to get something. They do things their way in their own at their own pace and time. So yeah, I think that we have a lot to learn. Maybe that's why Shonu and Sunyu seem relatable, but as well Sunyu seem hilarious. Yes, he enjoys teasing the members and bringing them back to Earth when they fly too much. Taurus are very royal. Actually, Taurus are really funny, yes. Roy, I just hate how they can never be wrong. No, they can never. Even when they are wrong, they aren't. No, there's no way. You're not going to convince them otherwise. Hey, Samara. Yeah, I wouldn't want to piss a Taurus. I wouldn't want to piss off a Taurus. Yes. No. Um, I'm already writing down. I'm pulling cards for some groups or idols. I don't know, Isamara. You have. I have one place left. Do you want to ask a question about someone in particular? Because I'm going to pull some cards and then I'm going to try to keep this live brief. So, because I'm really tired, honestly. But I wanted to see you guys. Yes. Actually, Taurus people have beautiful voices. Beautiful voices. Don't you have like a favorite group or something, Samara? Like, I don't know. Or I don't know. If something happened in the K-pop world that you noticed that maybe you're like, oh, maybe we should ask about this. Let's see what the tarot have to say about this. Sungyu is hilarious, but then all the Infinite is hilarious. They are one of my ultimate groups. I miss them. Maybe, there's something. Oh, thank you, Miss Julia. Yo también los extraño. Black Swan. Oh, they have additional members? Oh my. It's just that, some Tauros are very influenced by Gemini because you know that Taurus and Gemini are very close. So it's very normal that actually some Taurus people, they do have a lot of Gemini traits as well. Maybe, yes, he can be a triple Taurus, but maybe all those planets are in Gemini or Libra or Aquarius. So they tend to be more talkative, like a bit more, I don't know, witty. Oh, yes, I should do a reading on Infinite. Yes, of course, Spirit. Yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to write it down because I know there are fans that want to know. Oh, wow. Wow, Mary. So, for example, if we have to think about an example of a Taurus idol with Gemini influence, you can think about Exo Baekhyun. Exo Baekhyun. And he's hilarious. He is a clown. He's hilarious. He's really cute at the same time. He can be sexy with that beautiful voice of him, but also he's really funny. Okay, guys, let's start with the readings so I can go soon. Let's start with Wono Comeback. Cards for him. He got the World, the Naked Lady, the World, and the Strengths. Wow. Definitely, I mean, we have been reading for Wono, actually. And yes, the lady. We had been reading for Wono, and we know that he had been going through a lot of cycles and actually closing a lot of good cycles. Yes, exactly, Spirit. He got two major arcanas. So this message definitely is special because it's like teaching him that he's stronger than ever. Actually, that And probably for him, it's a great accomplishment to be able to close a cycle. Maybe, we know that he's a Pisces, but he has a lot of Gemini elements, so influences actually. And sometimes maybe for him, life can be chaotic, and also to concentrate on one goal can be chaotic. Because he's always used to go in cycles in life. This is why he got the World card, but because it's about cycles. But sometimes when we talk about cycles, maybe it can be a never-ending phase. Like somehow you feel like you are reliving the same situation over and over. And here with the Strength card, it's like, be patient with yourself. You are doing great. Like there's no need for you to go back to the way you used to do things, because now in this new chapter that you're closing and that you're entering a new one, the strength is with you. So you are stronger. You are stronger, and you should be proud of that. And keep going, because also the world, since it's a cycle, is like there's new adventures for you. Look, like, yes, like the strength is with him. He has the option to actually like administrate his energy for his purpose, for whatever purpose or task or, I don't know, profession, oh yeah. There's this sense of like feeling strong, and probably for Wono, feeling strong is a whole, because you know that he has a lot of mutable energy in him. So he's always changing, he's always moving, he's always changing his mind, he's always like going through different moods. So probably sometimes he feels lost, but in this case, it's like you are not going to be lost. You are actually stronger than ever. You are at your, like, you are strong. You have a strength within you. Whatever happens or comes in your way or your life in the next 6 months, you're going to have the strength to overcome anything. So welcome the changes, welcome the opportunities, that everything, you are ready for it. There's no hesitation here. Actually, there's a lot of growing for him to do. There's a lot of like wisdom behind all the things that are going to happen to him. So if it is about the enlistment and stuff, the fans shouldn't worry about him, because he is strong. And this is actually, we know him physically and you're like, oh yes, he has this built body. But I'm talking more about willpower, about like, okay, like let's tame also the lion inside of us, in the sense that don't let this lion get all fierce and out of control. Like, save your energies. Like, if you want to fight something or if you want to overcome something, there's no need for you to get aggressive. You just have to be, have a sort of temperance, like slow down, breathe, everything is going to be okay. And it's just a phase. It's not something that it's going to be forever. But probably he's going to experience a lot of changes. So, but yes, it's his energy. He does have the energy to overcome it. So, yeah. Okay, let's move on to TVSQ, Juno and Changmin, how their bond or relationship is doing these days. Oh, the world, the naked lady again. The world card and the 10 of Cups. So yeah, everything, actually they are family. This card, like I always tell you guys, this card, it's about emotional fulfillment. So definitely, yes, they probably are going through a period where they are also closing a cycle and entering a new one. But this, it doesn't matter where they are individually, you know, in their different lives or in their different paths as individuals. This actually is like a representation that they always unite at the end, and that they are family to each other, and that they get each other even though they are very different and their ambitions are very different in this lifetime. You know, they both ambition very different things, but through their profession and everything that they went through, now they consider themselves family. And they also, probably both of them, are also going through a very emotional fulfillment moment. So they somehow are like sharing this with each other. You know when you have like those moments of coincidences where, I don't know, you're going through a really, I don't know, happy time in your life when you feel really fulfilled, and also your best friend or your buddy or your significant other, someone that is very close to you, is also going through the same, different scenarios, but same fulfillment. This is what they are going through right now. But like I say, happiness for them, it's very different. The meaning is very different for both of them. They do not ambition emotionally, I'm talking. They do not ambition the same things, because one of them is more emotional and the other is more career orientated person. But at the same time, what they have in common is that they look at each other and they are like, wow, we are really lucky. We have a lot available. We are in a good place, and we still have each other, and we still call each other family. So this is amazing, actually. This is a very strong bond. And this also shows you that you don't need to be close 24/7 to be considered actually close. I'm going to do a tarot reading for God 7 in my channel in this week. I don't know if I haven't. I have already. I don't know. Yes, it's amazing, Mary. But they also grew. They grew. It's just that they're very different, but at the same time, you know that not a lot of people actually. Hello, Karma. Not a lot of people actually consider themselves family. I mean, you can be working with someone for years and you're like, oh yes, I appreciate that person, but to the point of saying we are family, it's very different, you know. And in this case, they got a very beautiful card that talks that there's like an emotional bond here. Okay, I'm going to read for this person, Giri Boy. For Giri Boy, I'm going to pull cards. For Giri Boy, Two of Pentacles, Ace of not Ace. I'm sorry, the Magician. I think that Giri Boy definitely is this guy a sort of boss? I mean, does he has his own like company or something like that? Because this guy is a manifestor. He is a creator. There's nothing to say about this. Like, you're welcome, Muffy, but I'm going to pull a few cards for Jackson. So since you mentioned him and you want to know about him. But I'm not taking more requests, guys. Yes, Isabelle, I'm going to also do for ITs an update, tarot reading. Yes, he's definitely a very resourceful person. And with the Two of Pentacles, he's also really good at business. Probably you know, because sometimes you can be a good like K-drama lucky drama, like a good producer. You know, you can be a good producer, songwriting, something like that. But maybe sometimes your ideas don't get big, or actually you are not very known, or actually you're like a hidden gem, or a hidden, like no one actually gives you that possibility. And in this case, this guy was able to adapt to what the industry wanted out of him. So at the end, he was able to do what he wanted. Probably at first he started like doing something very, I wouldn't want to call it basic, but actually like doing some beats or promoting some songs that are very like traditional, or that are popular, quote unquote popular. So then he could introduce actually his true creation, that this has to do with creating probably something original, something that has never been seen or heard before. So he definitely is in his power. He is no one's employee, in the sense that he decides who he wants to work with or collaborate with, and he has the resources. And I think that there's like a huge lesson here that he's showing here with these cards, is that if you want to survive the industry, you have to be adaptable. Sometimes you have to take and maybe do some jobs, or some, I don't know, concepts, or some, I don't know, activities that you are not, that do not represent you, or that you are not like, oh, this is so, I don't like it. But, you know, you really do it, so you can then do what you want. You know, this is about actually, like, you know, like being flexible, like playing with the options and being like, yeah, 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 I'm going to do what you say, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then eventually you become the magician, you become the ruler of your life. So probably he looks, I don't know him, but probably if he is an earth sign, I think someone said that he is an Aquarius, he has the ability to distract people, or probably for people to be like, oh, he's a bit crazy, or not crazy, but he's a bit unexpected. Or probably there's something about him that people cannot figure him out, because probably he's very energetic, or he has a vibe that it's a bit like hippish, like something very out of the ordinary. But he does this, or he portrays this image, so actually he can distract people. But inside of all that unexpected energy, there's a genius. So yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know a lot of people, probably Gen Z, don't know about hippies, but yes, the Giri Boy appears our innocent and emotional child, but you can sense his seriousness when it comes down to his music. Yeah, there's a sense of, yes, a bit of childish, being a bit childish, yes, or looking younger than the age that he is. Okay, let's move up to Big Hit. Big Hit. Big Hit. They got. Why do we talk about Big Hit? King of Pentacles. I want these cards for myself. Nine of Cups. Big Hit always gets what they want. Always. 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 Big Hit, I think that there's something, you know, for me energetically, there's something about Hive that I know that if I had asked for Hive, probably the cards would have been totally different. Because there's something about Hive that I don't know if maybe it has to do that it generates a sort of rejection from people, or actually people is really upset at the name, or there's like some parts that people don't accept. I I actually don't know the difference, Spirit, but I think that probably when you say Big Hit, you talk about BTS. You know, the beginnings of before Hype was announced. You know, so I think that yes, we do have to make like a separation, especially energetically. You can see the difference because actually I think that Big Hit, we all know it, of course, that yeah, BTS and TXT, yes, Big Hit made this King of Pentacles stand very proud in this Nine of Cups uh, position where Hives can get all these cups for themselves. Now, do we know if they're going to handle the cups very well and take advantage of its potential? We don't know. We cannot trust, like we say Big Hit and we know that Big Hit is associated to something prosperous. But if we think about Hive, I don't know. And actually, you know, this is very meaningful because I think that these 9 cups that you see here are probably the number of artists that you are going to see under Big Hit slash Hype management. So probably there's going to be 9 groups in total. Boy group, girl group, of course. Hype is starting to gain very bad views from the public. Yeah, Big Hit separated for Hype in terms of creativity, exactly. Creativity, look at this. Look at this 9. Look at this 9 of cups. This person creates hits after hits, and it's cups. So cups is about artistry. It's about artistic creation, abundance. 9 of cups, yes. So for me, and for me, this is Bumpy D. Yes, Akira. I will write it down. I will write it down twice. Yeah, I think that this is Bumpy D. I think that this summons Bumpy D energy in the sense that he is the one that started everything, and probably this he envisioned what he wanted to gain, and these are his dreams or his aspirations coming true. So I think that, you know, for me, this 9 of Pentacles, I'm sorry, 9 of Cups is very meaningful. For me, it represents the 9 artists in total. So it could be that actually they will have 9 groups, female and male, 9 groups in total. I don't know how many they are right now. I think they have, how many they have? Boy girl group in Hive, counting BTS and TXT. How many? TXT, BTS, TXT, BTS, and Hypen. I know that yes, they are like associated with other companies, but let's just sum them all up. Like you have BTS, TXT, and Hypen, Le Sserafim, 17, Form is 9. Yeah, they disbanded. Yeah. So we could have place for 3 more, right? We could have place. I mean, at least this is my theory. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but probably for me, this 9. You know, I see these 9 cups here, and I'm like thinking about 9 places or 9 like podiums or something like that. And I don't know why. I don't know, but for me, this is meaningful. Okay, let's move on to NCT Jamin. I like NCT Jamin. He's a moon in Capricorn, actually. I like him. He reminds me a lot of Capricorn energy. I know he's a Leo, but he is so serious sometimes that he does remind me that he has a moon in Capricorn. Okay, bye, Mariana. Thank you for coming. Bye. Oh, bye. Oh, yeah. Okay, okay. Let's talk about Jamin. Jamin got Ace of Pentacles, King of Wands. And yes, he is a Leo. So yes, King of Pentacles. I think that there's something about Jamin that I think that this is not the first time that, yes, it is reversal. Yes, spirit. This is not the first time that I get this energy from Jamin. This sense of not getting what he wants and actually feeling very offended by not getting what he wants because he is a king. He is a Leo, of course, we know. He's really good at what he does. I mean, if you give him the spotlight or if you give him the opportunity to shine, he will definitely show you what is up. I mean, he has it. It's just that it seems like opportunities escape him. You know, somehow he's really close to getting this pentacle and somehow it's like sweeps away. You know, like, oh, yes, not now. We're not going to do that project. You know, like yeah, like it's a bit frustrating and I totally get it because I would feel the same. But you know, he has this King of Wands. So what actually these cards let me know is yes, Dulce. They don't give him the opportunity, but he will not stop until he gets what he wants, either from SM or somewhere else. Because I see him like in this very strong, because he's really young and he got a king. So definitely he has a lot of self-love. He has a lot of pride. You know, he has like a lot of pride. Look at him looking at the future. He's looking at the future. He's like, okay, you're not giving me this. Okay, I'm going to look at the horizon or see what's out there so I can look for that opportunity myself. So he's definitely not feeling like a victim. This is why people don't worry about Jamin. He's okay. Like he is not like, you know, like crying like, oh my god, no one cares about me. No. It's just that he's a bit frustrated because it's not the first time that this happens, and probably because he is a moon in Capricorn, probably he wants results, you know, and he got the pentacle that is represented by earth element, you know. So this is the earth side of him. It's like he wants results, he wants gains, he wants, I don't know, like more deals. He wants to make money, actually, you know, and to also shine. But he knows that, yeah, he's not actually, he's a bit upset because he's like, I want this coin. I want this. I know I deserve it. So I want this. But he's a king. You know, he is in the spirit of a king. So probably he's a bit upset now, but he's not going to stay. It's just that there's something about Gemini energy that I think that this guy, or either he's really good at business, or his family or someone knows about business and law, because he's sitting really patiently as a king, like knowing that he doesn't have to worry because somehow he will get what he wants, you know. And probably he can act a bit of a diva, but I think that he is aware of a lot of things when it comes to promotions and stuff. He's like, like he's counting the pennies he gets. Definitely, he's very diligent in that sense. He's no fool. He's no fool. He knows numbers. He knows everything. So he's like, yes, he is attractive. Yes, yes, he's attractive. And I think that there's a possibility that he's going to go for a search for that opportunity on his own. Or he's going to make it like he's going to pull some strings or connections of his own to get the recognition that he wants. Actually, this is not about recognition like when it comes to his role in the group. It's more about being seen. He probably is like, okay, I cannot put my entire passion in this project because you're not giving me time. Okay, I'm going to put my passion into something else. I don't know, studying, like, studying a course, like studying college. I don't know, something. But this guy is going to be a boss someday. Is going to be someone's boss. So you definitely he will also like keep working, and of course that means spotlight is his life. But at the same time, I'm thinking that he's tired of not getting the pennies that he deserves. So yeah, I think that he's looking at, okay, where can I invest? What can I do with I'm worried about my financial stability. So I want to make some strategies. I want to also inform myself, because he doesn't want to just be an entertainer or just be an idol. He wants to be a business person. This is his moon in Capricorn of his. He's thinking he's much more ambitious. He doesn't want to be someone's favorite artist or being in the most popular K-pop group of the moment. He wants to own a company, basically. He wants to be the CEO. This is what I want to say. Most idols do what to branch out in different ways, such as business management. Exactly. So I definitely see him doing that. Okay, let's move on to Kim Sung Kyu, the triple Taurus, the infinite guy. Let's pull a few cards for him. Oh wow, he is recovering of some. Probably he felt betrayed in the past. I don't know the history of Infinite, but there's something about him healing of betrayal, or actually going, like starting to heal and getting out of a very dark moment in his life. Probably this is not about, physical hurting or something like that. It's more mental, probably he mentally felt exhausted, or he felt like he couldn't communicate well, or there was something that really couldn't stay up. He had insomnia, he had anxiety. A lot of things, a lot of things happened. A lot of things that hurt him, a lot of things that mark him. But he's now healing, and the most important thing is that he's celebrating with people that really want him, or with people that really welcome him, and are like welcome him to celebrate, being like, okay, like let's move on from what hurt us in the past. The past is past. Now let's celebrate that you are a new version, and that this made you stronger. Because sometimes when things oh yes, Eva, good luck, you're going to do great. He's like now accepting that, yeah, sometimes some things hurt, especially some miscommunication, or actually like a lot of things being said, a lot of probably there were like rumors going around or a lot of things that weren't very beneficial for his image or the image of the people that he loved or he loves. So he felt really betrayed. He felt truly betrayed, like really, really, like it's not just, oh, I'm hurt, this is like, and probably he had been like sort of like in agony for a while and mentally, not actually not talking about it, but actually probably you could see it in you. You can see it if you're a fan of him. Probably you could notice that he was a bit like sad or he was a bit out of energy. So yeah, yeah, yeah. There, these sorts. It's also suffering for all for others as well. Probably it's not just about you. It's about the whole group, or it's about the people that you love. When you see your loved ones suffer, you somehow cannot take it. It hurts even worse. And I think that somehow he was trying to be a sort of protector for some of the people, but he couldn't. He couldn't. So somehow this four of wands also allows him, also invites him, and actually gives him an advice that he should move on from this because he's no longer here. He has to get up and celebrate what he has available because he's not suffering anymore. He's in a new stage, or at least he's going to be very soon. If he's still stuck, he's going to be able to get out and be able to celebrate. He's going to celebrate a personal victory. Something is going to come out that is going to be beneficial for him. The balance is going to turn to his way. So it's going to be, he's going to celebrate. So probably you're going to see him like more happy, happier and more like lighten up than before. Not so like so exhausted or so. Because I think that probably what happens with him is that he probably doesn't talk about what bothers him. So he battles everything inside and he just keeps going. And this four of wands, it's like, come on, like loosen up. Okay, let's pull cards for Black Swan and the additional member, how they feel about it. Yeah, I mean, yes, it does sound, yeah. Okay, Black Swan, Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups. So what does Black Swan think about this? Actually, there's a lot of mixed emotions. Actually, these females, these members, or the members of Black Swan, they want a fresh new start, and actually they want something a passionate start. They want to start to get action. They want to probably like I don't know when was their last comeback or if they had a comeback, but they want to have a passionate like new beginning. They are working for that. They are very passionate members. They are all very strong presence and personalities. They want to work. They want to work, but somehow there's also like a sense of not really being really sure about what's going on with their careers, to be honest. You have the Ace of Wands that definitely these girls are not lazy. They want to work, they want to show up, they want to do the training, the everything. They want to be seen. They have a lot of potential of creation at the same time. But here with the Seven of Cups, there's this sense of that things are too surreal sometimes. When you cannot differentiate like are they lying to me? Are they promising something? I don't know if I'm seeing correctly things, like is this really happening? Like what they are offering us, is this really happening or is this some kind of, I don't know, prank or something like that? Black Swan have had a lot of up and down with SK Resin, Yeah, I'm reading for Black Swan, Samara. Yeah, probably that has to do as well. There's a sense of that they really are eager to start over. You know, they want a fresh new start. But somehow there's also like this feeling of not knowing where you stand, especially when it comes to how others perceive you. So there's a sense of like mist, you know, when you don't know where you're heading, you know, like everything seems so blurry, so you feel dizzy, you feel like as if you were intoxicated, that somehow people are like, oh yes, look over there, there's an option there, but you are like, about which one? Like, I don't know, like all these, are these real, are these good, you know, like I don't know, guys. I think that also probably the public has mixed opinions, and the public could potentially like be a bit dispersed and a bit distracted by other, I don't know if other groups or what's going on, but I think that probably the public it's a bit like not sure what to think about Black Swan, like, you know, and probably if they add different members, the confusion is going to be a bit like increasing a bit, you know, like oh, I have other options, like I don't know what to feel about that, you know, it's a bit weird, but definitely you will see them, they will have a comeback, they will have a beginning, a new beginning in something. So probably they want to add members so they can actually I think that from the girls perspective is like, okay, like whoever you're bringing, please bring them along right now because we want to start working, like we cannot be like, we want a new start, like come on. But things are a bit like confusing. Yeah, it's a bit like, you know, like because I think that there's something about the group that it's not stable. You know, I think that adding more members is going to add more about, it's going to add more confusion, especially from the public's perception. You know, like I don't know if the public probably has already an idea or like a fixed opinion about the group, you know, like either I don't know if I like this group or if I don't, like I'm afraid that if I start studying them, like if they will go away, you know, I don't know, people are confused as well. Okay, in the last two cards that I'm going to pull, because I know that someone mentioned Jackson, so I'm going to, yeah, it's a hit or miss with rotating groups. I actually don't like it either. Like, no, no, I don't get it. But okay, for Jackson, I'm going to put two cards. Okay, Three of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Whoever, I don't know who was it that that she said, or I don't know if she said she, but I read someone that said that she was worried about Jackson because he looked happy, but he, I don't know, or maybe she perceived that he was a bit like unsatisfied or a bit like aloof or something like that. I don't know. The tarot actually has to say that the teamwork that he has with the members is a victory and that he's feeling victorious. So if somehow you, from your own perspective, feel like he is looking a bit, I don't know, not present or a bit like, you know, like a bit not there. Um, Definitely Jackson is having the moment of his life because he is having teamwork. He is recovering the teamwork. He is reliving, he is living the beauty of coming back with the members and working as a team, as a unity. And he's very proud of that. He's feeling victorious. For him, this is a victory. Actually, this is the victory that he wants. He knows he can get it. You know, I think I pulled cards for Jackson before, and I think that probably I did it on the Aries season. And I think that a lot of people can be like, oh, he's doing so great by himself. You know, of course he is, yes. But he's also a team worker. You know, he wants to work with the members. He wants to work with the group. His identity is with the group. Do you see this card of the Seven of Wands? You know, of course, that the Seven of Wands is like representing a victory, of course. But you see that this person here, instead of looking at the future, because he can relax, because he's already victorious, because he had won battles, personal battles especially, he's looking at the Three of Pentacles. He's looking at what he created with others. So for him, it's important. For him, it's important. The others are important. God Seven as an entity, as a group of people that probably he loves very much. And this is not just about love. This is also about being proud of, like, we fought to have this. We could have given up. We could have gone separate ways. No, we fought to have this group, to be united, to be a team. And you know, sometimes idols, they are a team because they are paid to be a team, because they are formed to be a team. And some they cannot wait until their contracts are over, to be honest, because not everything shines so bright in the group's dynamic. But in the case of Jackson, if you feel like, if somehow you had perceived that maybe he is a bit, I don't know, like distracted, or if he's a bit nostalgic, or maybe if you shouldn't like pay attention or try to read his body language, because sometimes we can like misinterpret. Probably, you know, like I always joke around here with the people that we are always here and we are always talking about idols. Somehow, maybe you, I don't know, watched a fan cam or you know, a video of them, and you're like, oh, he looks so sad, and maybe he's just having a stomach ache. Or maybe he, I don't know, he didn't get to eat his favorite food. Or maybe he fought with a loved one, so he is moody or she is moody. You know, let's not always try to translate that if they are a bit like, I don't know, with a long face, that you are like, oh, maybe he fought, they fought with each other, or they have, or he's not happy, or he's not satisfied where he is, because he is satisfied. Actually, he's very fulfilled. He's very fulfilled. Yes, you know, like we always talk, people about always like over analyzing their body language. You know, sometimes idols can have a bad day, even if it represents the happiest day for the fans. Sometimes they do have insecurities, they do have, I don't know, wardrobe malfunctions, they do feel uncomfortable in their wardrobes. I don't know, maybe their contact lenses hurt. You know, they can have a flu. I don't know. You know, sometimes we need to not try to go that like deep, because actually his energy is victorious. He's so proud. He's so passionate. He's holding the standard, you know. Here, he's holding the standard of victory, because he's like, we made it. This group, this is the group that I want to belong to. This is where my identity is, because it allows me to be a survivor, to be a fighter. He's an Aries, so he's a fighter. But you know, sometimes you do fight battles, and sometimes the outcome is not positive. But in this case, they gained so much. They are still gaining, and the fans, of course. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. This was all the questions that I answered for today. I'm sorry that I'm doing this very brief. It's just that I'm really tired because I just got off work. But I'm really happy that I stopped by. You know, I didn't want to, you know, live a week without having the possibility to talk to you a bit more. But yes, I'm going to wrap this now. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you also have a great Sunday. And yes, we are going to be talking. If you want to continue, we do have a Discord where we talk. I think that the link is in my community post. So so yes, I'm going to. We always are talking and like sharing pictures and funny things or facts or news. So yes, guys. So I hope that you have a great Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Lilian. I know that you were here. Thank you for coming. So thank you guys to the people that always are here. I love this group very much. And of course that, yes, I'm going to try to update the readings for this week for the groups that you mentioned. So, you know, so the channel can keep going. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great Sunday.